bu konunun ardından şimdi de biraz da müzik. Efendim, Türkiye'de Disco Partizane klibini çekip bütün dünyada meşhur olan DJ Shantel'i Londra'da yakaladık. Londra sokaklarında yürürken keyifli, müziğine, hayatına ve yaşam tarzına dair keyifli bir röportaj yaptık. Birlikte izliyoruz.
Disco, 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 disco.
Dünyaca ünlü sanatçı DJ Shantel'le müzik yaşamı ve tarzına ilişkin Londra sokaklarında keyifli bir röportaj gerçekleştirdik.
Shantel, you are in London again. Can you tell me why are you here at this moment in this grey weather?
First of all, it's a lovely city. It's an international city. It's still the #1 city for pop culture, for music, maybe for art too. The night before I was in Berlin, then before I was in Tel Aviv, and then in Greece. And
When were you at home?
oh, home
Last
is,
time, yeah.
home is where my home is.
World is your home.
I mean, I would say home is not the place. Home is a feeling, if you know what I mean. And that's why I became a musician, because I think, I mean, I love this lifestyle. I mean, I love just seeing different places, meeting different people, getting different inspirations.
How do you classify your music and your lifestyle? Just with the music? Are you connecting it just with the music, or do you have any other things to put in your life?
If there would be a genre, I would call it anarchy and romance.
Anarchy and romance.
Yeah, anarchy and romance is the genre, because I'm a romantic person. It's important to put something, let's say, on top of that, more spiritual, more soulful, more, emotionally. That's why I'm here. Like, I'm not a concept artist. I'm a musician who likes to entertain the people with emotions, with the pleasure, with the, let's say, with positive aspects in life.
She came down from radio. She was queen of Transylvania, but now we live in Siberia without being friends about later.
But this new album, it's completely different. What we listened before from Shantel. Why is that? Why did you want to change something in your music? What has changed in your life and you change your music?
Well, first of all, the people who knows me as an artist, as a live performer, they know, and that's why they love what I'm doing, that I never was straightforward with something. I mean,
You don't want to stick with something special.
I like to mix, I like to experiment, I like to taking a risk once in a while, I like to renew myself once in a while, I like to tell a story.
A story.
That's why I did Disco Partizani, for example. Disco Partizani was the story about bringing diverse elements together and create something new out of it.
Yeah.
And of course, I was attacking a lot the general Anglo-American rock and roll pop stereotype. In the moment when you will repeating yourself, in the moment when you will try to create another Disco Partizani, it will be boring for the people. You have to point out new and different steps. The Bukovina Club, and when I did Disco Partizani, even a few years before, I was completely involved in the electronic music scene, if you know what I mean. So when I came out with Disco Partisani, those people were really shocked, you know. I mean, because they didn't expect something. They said, now you will ruin your career. I mean, you had a great career as a famous electronic musician. And now you are doing this kind of Balkan crossover. You will just ruin it. And the other thing is, you know, in the last few years, I experienced a lot of different things in life. At a certain point, with the success of Disco Partisani, I became a kind of
Well known.
yeah. I became also a spokesman for Eastern European cultural affairs. Try to imagine me as a musician, you know, and I love being a musician. I love playing music. I love doing festivals and stuff like that. I'm performing on a festival or in a party or whatever, but I feel inside something is going maybe into a kind of wrong direction, and I have responsibility. So
Did you
Well-
put that responsibility in your new album? Any track?
yes,
What was that?
I mean, when I did songs like 13 Shake, I was, let's say, reflecting some events about people who are just dying in the streets, for example, you know. So if you reflecting artistic ideas on subjects like that, of course, to me, the sound should be a bit different. I mean, I felt it more like, at this moment, I want to scream. I want to shout. I feel very home. I feel very nice and safe when I'm in Turkey. I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of fans. I play a lot of shows. I don't feel like a tourist or like a foreigner, even though I don't really speak the language.
Have you eaten anything in Turkey? Something like this? Come. Let's come inside. This is this is something special. What we brought here from Turkey. Have you tasted in Turkey before?
Of course.
I go to a club on a Saturday night. I order a vodka to make me feel right. The place is packed, dancing couples everywhere. Take a seat in the corner and stand. Suddenly I see you dancing to you.
Disco Partisani and also Disco Boy and Bukovina. I mean, these songs became instant classics already. It's a part of the national Turkish heritage.
They are, definitely they
Yeah,
are.
yes, I know. So nobody can take this away from me. It will stay with me my whole life.
Why did you decide to film your video for Disco Partisani in Turkey and jumping on the bed? Who was that idea? Yours?
Well, it was in the period when I had an extremely great time in Istanbul. I was traveling to Istanbul almost every 2 weeks from Germany to perform on parties and festivals and concerts. And when I did the video clip for Disco Partisani, I always wanted to express my positive emotions about the city, about my experience, about the people.
Let's enter this shop because we can find a part of Turkish culture here.
Like that, yes. Merhaba.
Baby came down from Meridian. She was queen of Transylvania. Now we live to Belgia. Without difference was later. Baby came down from Meridian. She was queen of Transylvania.
This ship reminds Shantel.
This ship
What?
reminds me my holy grandfather. My grandfather was a Pontus Greek gentleman, and he always dreamt about going with a boat in the Aegean Sea towards the Bosporus, entering Istanbul. Have a nice lunch somewhere at the seashore. I mean, like, we are a family of dreamers.
Çiğdem, herhalde buradaki arkadaşımızı tanıyorsundur, elinde taş plak tutan arkadaşı.
Tanıyorum tabii ki.
Tanıyorsun, ne kadar tanıyorsun ve ne söylersin onunla ilgili?
Türkiye'de çok seviliyor, beğeniliyor, takip ediliyor, onu biliyorum. Çok iyi bir DJ. Do you speak any Turkish?
My main language is the body language.